Okay guys, I'm here to show you a real quick video of how to modify your wheels on your Sumo Crawler. For this I used factory wheels because I like to show that you can do some modifications to this little guy and not have to spend any money. So this is what the original wheel and tire looked like. If you turn it around, you can see that the hex is pretty deep inside of the wheel itself, which doesn't help because it makes the width of the tires, or where the crawler sits, kind of narrow, and it doesn't help with your weight distribution and all that good stuff. In other words, it makes your crawler tip over a lot easier. It's pretty wide and relatively tall. This, on the other hand, is the wheel that I have modded. If you turn it around, you can see that the hex actually sticks out a little bit, which in turn pushes the wheel out of the crawler. Good example is, say where the wheel would actually sit somewhat like that on the stock. Well, this one's going to sit way out here. I'll show you that on my next video, which is the one where I'm going to have all the four wheels done. I actually have not finished this set so that you can see all the steps that were involved into actually making this wheel. Good thing that came out of actually making the wheel narrower is that it makes the wheel sit a little bit taller than what the original one sits. Not a huge difference, but at this scale it's noticeable. If you'll be able to see that there. That's the difference in height. I would measure it, but it's not really all of that. It is noticeable though when you actually put it on the crawler. You could also see the difference in width on those two tires if I could actually get some good lighting in here. Right there. See, it's just a little bit narrower and a little bit taller. Biggest improvement, of course, is having the hex sit that much closer to the axle itself. It kind of does the same thing as if you bought the wideners, but it's free, so why spend the money? You can actually do it with your stock wheels and tires. This is what the wheel is going to look like when you're done doing the modification. See how the hex sits way out there? And I'm pretty sure you guys noticed that it doesn't have the ring that goes in the middle. This has actually been cut off from the original wheel. This is what it comes as. This is the original wheel that came out of the crawler. See, it's got that, I guess, tube in the middle. That's where most people will put the weight on when they want to weigh down the wheel, and also where some people will cut it on this end and flip it around and glue it to this side to bring that hex out. That works. I feel it gives you a little too much offset and the wheels sit way outside, which I really don't care for. It doesn't really look good on the crawler, but some people go that route. In turn, I didn't want to go that way because even though these are not true bead locks, kind of makes it hard to hold on to the wheel. You have to glue it and all that kind of craziness, and you don't get to use that bead lock ring on the outside, which doesn't really do much, as most of you already know, but it does something. I feel that the way that I did it kind of helps out a little more. Now, if you're going to go with bigger tires, like the ones that I got here, I have not done the test to see how they turn out. I would imagine that it kind of works out better anyway. But I would suggest that if you don't have another set of these wheels, to really consider it and know that it might not turn out the way you want it to. Now, the original wheels and tires do work better with the narrower rim or wheel. They sit out more and they're taller, and it just makes it easier to crawl. Now, for you to be able to do this, all you're going to have to do is get a hacksaw or, a X-Acto knife or whatever you want to use, I didn't use the blade because I didn't want to cut my fingers once, and two, the hacksaw was a lot quicker. Since you're going to cut the whole center ring off, you don't really have to be that precise. So a hacksaw will do the job. Once you cut them off, once you cut this guy off, which is really thin right here because the hacksaw took so much of the meat out of it. Once you cut that off, you'll end up with two pieces, which is this outside ring right here, and this one right here, which is connected to your hex. Pretty straightforward. Get this ring, glue it onto the other one. That's all you have to do. Just glue it on. So pretty much the only thing you're going to have to invest on is some glue. And more than likely you have some at home anyway. It gives you a good offset. It's pretty good balanced offset. Not that crazy looking mod that most people will do, where it's so far out that it doesn't even look right unless you got really big tires and you're concerned about the tire rubbing against your shock. If that's the case, then of course go with the bigger offset that a lot of people do, where you flip it around and don't cut this ring off, because you're going to have to go that route because of the big wide tires. If you're going to use your original tires with the wheel and don't want to spend any money, I feel that this will be a better way to go. Gives you just that little bit of extra room. Tires will clear those shocks and it'll give you a little bit better grip, and they'll be taller, which makes it look a little better. These wheels right here and tires, of course, they're not originals. We'll be taking them off and putting these on for my second video so you guys get to see what it looks like. I will not put the spacers, the wideners that I have on these wheels, so that you can see what they look like. As a matter of fact, I'll put them on the back, and I will not put them in the front so you can see the difference. Right now this guy has them both front and back. That's just with the spacers and the stock wheels. That's how much of space you have on it. Once I put them on, you'll get to see the difference with the original spacers that come with it and wideners ones, which I think is like 3 millimeters difference. And you'll get to make your decision as to what you want to do. Again, the reason I did this mod is to show you that you can do some modifications on this little guy. It will be easy, it will be free, and it will make a difference on how the crawler behaves. Again, trying to get you to see the difference in height here. Not easy with the lighting, but you can see there's a few millimeters difference there in tire height, which will help the overall performance on the crawler. Give you a tiny little bit of clearance on the bottom, a little bit better grip. Being thinner like this, it helps you in some situations where you could get the tires to grip better and you don't get caught up on so many rocks. Also, your bolts that go to your rings, they sit a lot deeper in that tire, so they're not going to get caught up on anything. Plus, these little ridges on the tire, they grip a lot better. They stick out so much. On the original one, they're kind of just flush with the tire. And this one, they really stick out. Wish you could see it better, but it's kind of hard with the way I'm recording. I guess that's it. If you guys need any more information, let me know. I will try and make another video showing you more details on how the whole thing is done. Again, I will make another video where the crawler will be wearing these tires and wheels so that you can see the difference that they make with the spacers and without the spacers, and how it fits differently from what it does factory. You guys will make the call as to what you think will be the best setup. Alright, there you go.